I don't know if you noticed, Steve, quite a few guys running special Piper Needham paint schemes tonight. I know Sean Hall, he's not running a Piper Needham paint scheme, but he has changed his car color from gray to pink tonight, for the cancer benefit.
We definitely got a few guys out there. I'm going to throw out a big thanks to Bob for throwing together a paint for a couple of guys that just don't have the artistic talent that he does when it comes to throwing some of these paints together. I threw one together myself before I decided to commit to the broadcast for the benefit of this event, and I believe Eric Myers ended up with that, so good luck with Eric on that one. Hopefully it gives that ride a nice, good finish tonight.
Yeah, Bob did do quite a bit. He put together at least, I think I saw at least 5, 6, maybe 7 paint schemes for this, maybe more.
Well, we know Bob's always busy, and Bob's got the creative talent, so it was really good to see him come through and help all these guys just for this cause. It just speaks to his character. He's always been a great guy to run with, great guy to work with, and goes out of his way to help you whenever he can.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, it does look like Bob didn't make it to the race tonight. I know he was in the practice sessions that we were running last night, but it doesn't look like he actually signed in.
That's a bit on the unfortunate side. I was looking forward to seeing Bob's flashy new paint schemes kind of occupy the track, so to speak, but we'll see if he gets in there, sneaks in there at the last second, or if he just sits out the rest of the night.
Yeah, he did have a special one painted up, I know, for himself, and he was flashing it around a little bit. Looks like we might not get a chance to see it tonight. Just taking a look at some of these qualifying times, it looks like the pro in the field, Andrew Fayash, might sit on the pole here. He was 4 thousandths quicker than Jordan. That's close.
Definitely a close field. I can't really say I'm too surprised with our top qualifier thus far. It takes quite a bit of knowledge and consistency to get that black stripe, so Andrew's living up to the pro designation that he has earned thus far.
Absolutely, absolutely. Andrew is a very fast driver, runs predominantly with ITZR in the truck series. He has run in the Bounty series before, but and we've got a new person at the top of the board.
Oh, Eric Alter jumping in with a 53.329. Just absolutely blowing the rest of the field away.
Yeah, he scorched the pavement. Looks like that's quite a bit faster than Andrew ran. Looks like we had 25 cars, actually 24 cars ran practice times. I know John Michael Chanette, who did not run a lap in practice, is on the track qualifying. So far we've had 23 cars take a lap in qualifying, so we should have just a couple more times being posted here.
Yeah, looks like the rest of the field wrapping up now. Getting very close to race time for everybody who's anxiously awaiting the race, and hopefully these guys won't disappoint. Keep it clean, but keep it exciting.
Absolutely. And if anybody wants to donate, this obviously is a benefit race. If anybody wants to donate to the cause, we're just trying to raise some money for the Needham family in their time of need, their time of hardship. You can go to the front page of inthezonracing.com. There's a donate button, and the league owner, Britt Van Meter, will make sure that all the proceeds from this race, all the donations to the Needham family will get directly to the family.
Yeah, and on that same token there, if anybody is looking for a little bit more information as far as the Piper's condition here, you can visit needhamcrew.blogspot.com. Chad's wife does a very exceptional job at keeping a blog up and running to kind of keep you posted on the trials and tribulations that Piper and the rest of the family have gone through, and pretty much keep you very well informed as to her current condition and what she's going through and how she's improving.
Absolutely, she does a great job. Look at the starting lineup. It looks like Eric Alter is going to take the pole position here. Fayash ends up taking the second position. Jordan Harnish in the 31 car. He's going to be third. Jeremy Davis fourth. Ron Quinsel is fifth, and Daniel Deffler is sixth.
You got, looks like Mike Kierstead starting seventh with, I guess Bob did make qualifying, starting here in eighth position with a 53.590. Chris Beck starting right outside of him, along with Chad Dealer behind him. Mike Alexander starting 11th. You got Glenn Cray, one of our own admins, and Moderators here at ITZR, starting in the 12th position, along with Jason Hedrick and Scott Rutherford rounding out the top 14.
Looks like Kevin Walker in 15th place. Kevin J. Myers, who's won quite a few races in the late model shootout series, is coming in 16th. Inside the next row, Sean Hall starting 17th, and last year's ITZR Nationwide Champion, Chad Lang, will start 18th. Jeff Conover starts 9th, with Ted Quinsell running 20th. The owner of ITZR, Britt Van Meter, turned in a 21st place qualifying position, with another one of our admins, Thomas Mateer, running 22nd.
Looks like Rusty Arthur, John Michael Jeanette, and Eric Myers will round out the top 25, filling up the back of the rows there. Not sure how they do it. And Eric Myers jumped last second there. No time's closer for them, but hopefully they make the grid.
Looks like John Michael is rolling, so he is out there. Knowing Eric Myers, though, I'm guessing he probably didn't take a time thinking there might be a few dust-ups early in the race.
That's Talladega for you, either in the front or in the back, because the middle's nowhere you want to be, and it seems to be where all the trouble kind of hangs up. That 7th to 12th spot is where stuff seems to kind of fester, and everybody else from there on back kind of gets the worst end of it.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see if any guys play strategy, if they fall off the back of the field. I know I've run a couple of these Talladega races. I've teamed up with Glenn Cray a couple times where we've dropped 6-7 seconds off the field and just kind of waited for things to happen until we decided to make a run at it.
It's definitely a gamble. I've done a few of these myself and with the B Series, and it's one of those gambles that you have to take. You kind of take the gamble of running, like you said, 5 to 6 seconds back and hoping that something plays out. But if you find yourself with a nice long green flag run, you may find yourself in a world of hurt if that caution doesn't come out.
Absolutely, there is that risk. If you don't get that caution, there's nothing you can do. You're just watching the race from behind.
But I think it's safe to say more often than not, there's going to be something that's going to get you back up there. Maybe two guys getting together and hopefully a little clean incident, so to speak, or a guy getting on the apron, a little self-spin, gets caught back up.
I think we both know we're not going to be looking at any self-spin. I think there's going to be some other damage. I'm not sure if we're going to see self-spins, but hopefully they keep it clean. I'd like to see a lot of these cars finish this race. It's going to be really exciting if we can get quite a few cars in a drafting line out there.
Yeah, I do believe with a lot of these guys in here, they are realizing that they're running for something that's a lot bigger than just themselves and just to win, just to even donate and get into this race. Everybody who's watching this, everybody that ran in this race made some form of donation to Piper through ITZR to get into this race.
Looks like the green flag's out. Alter's going to lead the field into turn 1. Fyash to the outside. Jeremy Davis right there behind Fyash. Looks like he's looking a little bit high, maybe thinking about taking it 3 wide. He falls back in line. Alter with an absolute rocket of a car. Drives away down the backstretch, but now the draft has caught him.
Yeah, you can't quite run out in front of this pack as much as you'd like to. Just sit and duck out there once 3 or 4 guys.
Looks like we got, not to interrupt you, Steve, looks like we got trouble in the back there.
Uh-oh, that's not a good one. Well, that didn't take long now, did it?
No, it didn't. Let's see. Eric Myers is off the back of the field. Looks like Rusty Arthur's also back there. I'm trying to find out who this spinner was here. It did not take long at all.
I'm seeing a little note here from Jordan Harnish here in the in-race chat. Looks like somebody might have found the wrong gear.
It looks like your spinner was actually Britt Van Meter. Looks like he gets tagged by the 10 car, Rusty Arthur, going into turn 3. Shoved up the racetrack, gets sideways. Looks like John Michael Jeanette's going to be caught in that one as well.
Unfortunate start to the event. Didn't necessarily complete a lap, but hopefully there's enough time for these guys to make some repairs and get back in it.
Yeah, it looks like Rusty Arthur's got quite a bit of damage there. Looks like Eric Myers didn't actually hit anything, just got on the binders there to stay away from Ritt as he was spinning down the track.
That's Talladega for you. You got to be on your toes big time. If you don't, you're going to find yourself in a world of hurt quick. And luckily, Eric caught a caution to get grouped back up here with the rest of the pack without suffering too much damage. So that's good.
Look at the Van Meter car. He actually reset immediately, took it right back to the pits. Didn't look like he had a tremendous amount of damage. I'm wondering if the tow's going to take a little while. I'm sure they have Lucky Dog. Well, the Lucky Dog, he might be able to get back on the lead lap after another caution or two. Hopefully he'll be able to get it back out there.
Yeah, I was taking a brief look at that when he was sitting down there from pit road. As soon as he finishes his toe up, he should be all right to go. It looks like he bounced off that wall a little bit. Little nose damage, nothing too severe. Doesn't look like it was anything overly mechanical or anything that's going to affect his performance too much.
John Michael Chanette has been to the pits. It looks like he's got his car bandaged up a little bit. It's got some damage on the left side here. A little bit of damage to the right front. I don't know how much that's going to affect him. He might not be able to lead the race anymore, but he probably draft up with everybody.
Yeah, that's the bonus with Talladega. Your car may be beat up a little bit. You may not be the best pulling car, but you'll definitely serve the pack or anybody else you're trying to help with a nice, good, solid push, since your aerodynamics don't really play a whole lot of factor in that.
Rusty Arthur also out of the pits, completed his service. Looks like his car's completely fixed. That car looks brand new, so he'll be out there ready to go again.
Excellent. Now we'll kind of take this first lap as a mulligan and see if we can try this again with a little more success on the green flag run here.
I'm taking a look at Van Meter's car in the pits. It has actually worked over pretty well. The front end's got quite a bit of damage.
Now hopefully we just get his toe wrapped up and see what he ends up coming out of here with. It is, yeah, that nose is kind of wadded up a little bit there. We'll see how he comes out of it.
Looks like Van Meter's out of the pits now. Car looks good. Looks like the crew is able to get her back together. I'm not sure if we have resets on or not tonight. Looks like that's quite the possibility.
Yeah, I missed whether that was going to be an implementation tonight. I'd imagine it probably would be at least one. Looks like he actually did as well. And we just did get it confirmed. There is one reset for tonight's race, so everybody kind of gets that one mulligan as long as it doesn't cost you too much, and you end up with a second one. Bad time to use it up right here in the beginning, but I guess you take what you can get.
Yeah, you just, at this point, going forward, you just want to stay out of any other trouble and try not to bend the car anymore. But yeah, one reset, that's not a bad thing. You get one mistake, and then you're done.
You get that one mulligan, and it is Talladega, so we'll see what happens with the rest of this race. Hopefully Britt can keep his nose clean and pull some success out of that unfortunate little first lap incident.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, I'm enjoying looking at some of these paint schemes that are out there. They're really neat, really good looking cars. A lot of praying for Piper logos out there. It looks really good.
There's definitely some creativity and a lot of heartfelt sentiment put into some of these. It's for a good cause in the end, and that's what matters. And it's not necessarily a show contest, but everybody definitely put a lot of time and work into this. Bob, like I mentioned previously, dumping a lot of time and money and helping other guys out, and making sure we can support this cause as best as possible. It's just a very good showing of support.
Looks like we're getting ready to go green. The pace car is in.